right, so what's up, hermanos? I got my buddy here, Ced, here from Beer Justice. How's it going, Ced? How you doing, brother?
Man, everything's great, hobby. Everything is amazing. I'm not complaining. There are no complaints, man. I got no complaints, bro.
All right, so as I promised everybody, I got behind the beard back rolling, and I couldn't be happier. I actually got another owner here, and not only is it just not any owner, but it's actually Ced, one of the coolest guys that's out there, from Bear Justice, with one of the sickest heads out there, man. So a little intro about yourself, man. So just to kind of get everything on the podcast for my audience out there. So tell us a little bit about who you are and a little bit about Beer Justice.
Yeah, no problem, man. Cedric from Beer Justice. I was born in Oakland, California. Big diehard Raiders fan. Grew up in San Diego. Moved to Washington D.C. to go to college. Stayed out there for a bunch of years, and now I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. I started growing my beard probably about full time, probably 10 or 11 years ago. And I was using products that, you can buy in your local Walmart or Target or, whatever like that. And I wasn't really happy with it. And like a lot of people, I didn't know much about beard care. So as I started to play around with ingredients and find out what worked for me, I decided to make my own stuff because somebody told me it'd be a lot cheaper to make my own than it is to buy, from all these other companies. And I tried a lot of different companies, and there are a lot of great ones out there, but a lot of the stuff didn't really mix with the texture of my hair and my skin. And so I just started playing around and trying to find ingredients that worked for me. And once I did that, played around with some scents, didn't particularly care for them. They were, pretty much all essential oil scents. And I just didn't really want to smell like that. I wore a lot of cologne, and my wife bought me a lot of cologne as well. So she said, why don't you try to make something that smells like cologne? And I knew nothing about it, So I did my research. I probably put 3 or 4 good years into the research and development of it. And I started giving it away to friends and family. They kind of liked it. Then I started selling it, and it just sort of took off. The reason why I wanted to do the cologne scents is because that's the smell that I like. And all of the scents that were in the beard products that were out there that I was trying didn't really fit my style. It didn't really fit what I wanted to do, how I felt about myself and my beard as I was learning more and more about how to take care of it. So I started making um, products that smell like cologne. And that's pretty much a quick book report type of summary of what I'm doing. It's just it's my contribution, my take on beard care. And I'm loving it, man. And a lot of other people are too, and it just is humbling, to be honest with you.
And we are loving it.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first found out about you. I don't know if it was either Matt or Scott. I'm pretty sure it was probably Scott. Then I found
Yeah.
out that you actually had like fragrances, like a cologne scent for
Right.
the beard. Because I used to wear colognes, and then I started growing my beard, and then I started having different scents and stuff. And like, man, I stopped wearing my different colognes. Like, I wish I could do both of them. And then
Yeah.
I thought, hey, you know what? Like somebody said, try Beer Justice. Like he has, these scents, and one of my favorite scents is Creed Aventus, as you know, because I actually bought that one, and man, and that's basically gone already.
Yeah.
What's that bottle again? What's the bottle again?
Lockdown. I call that lockdown.
Lockdown. My
Yeah.
lockdown is gone.
That's the great thing about beard oil. What a lot of people don't realize is beard oil is a skin moisturizer before it's anything else. So you don't necessarily have to have a beard to use it. It's a skin moisturizer. I mean, to be completely and totally honest with you, over the last couple of years, I've stopped using lotion because I use beard oil and beard butter on my skin, and I smell fabulous all over all the time. But the fact that somebody doesn't have a beard shouldn't deter them from using Beard Justice, because, like I said, beard oil is a skin moisturizer. We just don't call it that because it sounds girly. We have to put a name on it that sounds manly, like beard oil. And if you have the right ingredients, you won't need anything else.
Yeah.
Of course, we market it toward beards, but I market it towards skin. Anybody that has skin, and that's pretty much everybody.
So just kind of sharing a little bit more about you. So what is one of your favorite memories? And
I do have a couple of memories. I'm in my mid 40s now, so when I was in high school in the late 80s and early 90s, there were colognes that were pretty popular. One of which was Cool Water. Another one was Dracar Noir. There was Obsession. There was Calvin Klein. There were all of these scents. And when I was coming of age, there was a little bit of extra confidence that came with certain scents, certain cologne scents. So I don't have a particular memory. I just know that there are some, some scents that take me back to the times when we didn't have as many responsibilities and the times that we didn't really, everything was fun. So when I wear Cool Water, when I wear the Acquittal, which is the Cool Water scent, I feel young and free. That's just me, man. There's certain things that bring back good memories, certain things that give me a level of confidence when I put it on. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with that.
and I don't know, like a couple different ones that are out there. But then something happened when you smelled it later, and it kind of triggers a memory. Like, hey, I just remember back in high school days, kind of hanging out with your friends, or trying to
Yeah,
talk to a certain girl. That
yeah,
brings that memory. So I definitely see where you're coming from.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I agree.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
It's most of it had to do with us trying to impress a girl. Um,
Man.
so,
That's it.
it's still the same thing. It's still
Yeah.
what it is today, man. As grown men, we're just trying to get closer and have the women in our lives enjoy our presence just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great question, though, man. I'm gonna have to sit back and think about that later on about certain memories and things like that. But that was a pretty deep question, actually.
I think I'm gonna hit you up because I think like, and it may be me, but I think a lot of scents bring back certain memories, and I think us being and you especially bringing something with the bird oils. I'm actually reach out to a couple different owners and seeing
Right.
how they kind of relates to everything.
Yeah, yeah, not a problem. I look forward to it.
But what is yourself for you your favorite scent?
Um, I'd have to say probably for the last, whew, I've been married 8 years. I've been with my wife 9 years. So for the last 9 years, for that point in my life, I'd have to say my favorite would have to be Chrome. It
Chrome.
is everything. It is, I don't really have any other scent. Um, if it's not cologne, I love the way the apple cinnamon plug-ins smell.
Mm,
But no, as far as the colognes go, it's got to be Chrome. And that was the first cologne scent that I made because my wife was really in love with that cologne. And to this day, even after the 29 or 30 other fragrances that I've used in beard products, I, I have to keep going back to that one.
nice.
There's just something fresh and something really sexy about it. Um, it's just everybody's different, but that one just does things for me.
Okay.
It really does.
So I actually have a follow-up question to that. I'm not sure if you probably explained this before. So is there a meaning then for pillow talk? Is there a certain reason you call it pillow talk then?
That was just the vibe that I got from it. Normally, not getting too personal about it, but like I said, my wife really loved it. Mm. So like I said, that was the vibe that I got from it, and that's just what I named it. I mean, I don't put too much thought into the names of my products. It's just whatever pops into my head, whatever vibe I get, whatever I feel like. Some of the scents are law or court related.
Mhm.
Others have sexual connotations, innuendos and things like that. And that's just how we feel sometimes. We're men. We're a lot of times we're always thinking about something like that. So that's just how I feel about it. Like that Versace arrows that you
Yeah,
mentioned minutes ago. I call that Freaky Tales.
yeah.
And that's an old Too Short song, but it's also called Freaky Tales. And that's just what I get from it. But that's all it is, man. There's no underlying anything about it. I just whatever comes out of my head, whatever I feel, that's what I name it. And it fit. Pillow
Yeah,
Talk just fits that
yeah, it
scent.
does. It does. It
Yeah,
does. Definitely does.
right.
For Beer Justice. So definitely check out beerjusticellc.com. And I'll have it the information in the description. Thank you guys so much for checking that out. Um, so you did kind of explain what got you, making your own beer product. So that's amazing how you got that started. Got you into cologne then.
Well, when you're young, you want to smell good. But also when you're young, you have no idea how to wear cologne and how cologne wears on you. Um, Usually you're putting too much on, um, and some of the better colognes are more expensive. So as I learned how to wear cologne and how not to overdo it, and what scent actually worked well with my body chemistry, because that's important. That's very important. Your body chemistry. It could smell the one that we're talking about, green iris tweed. That can smell amazing on me, but if you put it on, you might not get as much out of it as I did. So as soon as I started figuring out which scents go well with my body chemistry, I decided, you know what? Instead of just limiting what I make, why don't I try to make as much as I can? Because everybody's different. Everybody likes something different. And the the feeling that I get from wearing cologne and smelling good, I just assume that a lot of people have that same feeling. Green Irish Tweet. I love the House of Creed. I
Mm.
love all the colognes that they have. I was thinking about putting out a couple more, but I just said, I don't want to overdo it with Creed. But Green Irish Tweed is I think it's been a while since I bought cologne, but it's like a $300 bottle. So uh however you feel about certain colognes, I love Paco Rabanne too. I love Tom Ford. I love all of this stuff, Yves Saint Laurent. But however you feel about it, you just don't be ashamed to feel good about the way that you look and smell. And that's all it is. I just wanted to do something different because everybody was pretty much making the same thing. And that's why I'm doing all of the I got one that's coming out real soon. It's a banger. It really is. Just like one that not many people know about, Paris Hilton for Men. That's my birthday suit. There are a lot. I mean, I got a lot of great scents, man. A
Yeah,
lot of great
and,
scents.
and
Just the negative connotations that came with Paris Hilton. I was reluctant to trying it myself, but I'm glad I did.
yeah.
I'm glad I did, man. That's one that everybody should have on
While we're on the subject, I know you got a couple collabs that are out
there.
here, and then
Yes.
two of my favorite colognes at it. Mont Blanc Legend, and I was
Yes.
talking to Scott about the white bottle Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, amazing.
Spirit.
Yeah,
I mean, but see, that's the thing with all of these colognes. Most colognes have two, three, four different versions of it. There's like a summer
yeah,
scent, and there's like a night and a winter.
yeah.
It's
Flanker.
hard to
Yeah,
choose.
every single thing has a flanker out there. Yep.
It's hard to choose one to do because then somebody will ask me, "Well, are you going to do this one?" Mont Blanc
Yeah.
is something. I mean, there aren't any that I make that I can't say are amazing. But there are some that I gravitate more toward because of the scent. Mont Blanc is one of them. The collab with Beer Times with Scott, he told me that was his wife's favorite cologne. So I was like, you got to get it. It's all about them anyway.
Yep.
You know, you can buy what you want and smell how you want, but you really have to do it with them in mind. You have to think about them. But I call it Le Boudoir, and that's French for the bedroom. And it's an amazing scent, man. And I just a little disclaimer, I'm probably going to do another collab with Scott soon, probably this fall or this winter.
Yes. Yes.
And there should be no doubt that it's going to be a great scent. So
Yeah.
you know, just look out for that.
Yeah. Definitely will. Definitely will. And then you can't forget about Mo Shark Bait Invictus. Ooh,
Like I said, bruh, I'm a big Paco Rabanne fan,
love.
and
Yeah.
I my Daywalker is 1 million by Paco Rabanne, and I actually had that gold bar bottle of cologne.
I
I
have.
never
Yeah.
Invictus.
Yeah.
I've smelled Invictus a bunch of times, but I never had that in my
Never.
cologne stash. I
Never.
love that. And Mo picked a great one. I mean, and he's a big fan of that cologne as well. But when we decided that we were going to do a collab, I mean, that was like the first thing that popped into his head, and I said, yes, perfect.
I know you do have a special out there right now for your beard butter out there. So do you
Yeah,
have any like nighttime routine that you kind of do on your own that you can share with us?
I do. I don't really wash my beard. I wash my beard maybe twice a week, and that's because I don't need to wash it anymore. And I don't really need to condition my beard. The texture of my hair allows for me to not have to overdo it on products. But my nighttime routine is usually the shower. I'll usually just rinse my beard with warm water at the beginning of it. I have what you call a shampoo brush, and I should have went and grabbed it the last time I got up. But what a shampoo brush is, it's not really, you're not brushing your hair. You're just basically agitating the skin underneath it, breaking up some of the dead skin that might be there, and just taking care of your skin. My beard wash that I use, I have two scented and one unscented beard wash. One is lavender. That's usually what I use when I shower at night, and it's a light lavender scent. It's not going to leave the shower with you. It's going to stay right there, and it's just for aromatherapy purposes. Wash my beard or rinse my beard. Shampoo brush, get out, pat dry it, and I usually put butter in. And most times it's my unscented butter because all of my cologne scents, yeah, they smell great, but if you're not one that changes your pillowcase every night, and I don't know too many people that actually do, honestly, scented butter is probably the way to go, and that gives me the nourishment and the hydration. Just when you do, um, to anybody that orders anything, butter or balm, even oil sometimes, you might want to be careful about opening it right away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the fridge is great for an hour. It probably wouldn't even take that long. Throw it in there, take a shower, eat your dinner, and then go break it open. You should be good then.
Any future plans that you can share? I know you kind of share with us a little bit about Scott's collaboration coming up, hopefully late fall or Christmas time.
Right.
Anything else you're able to share with us coming up here?
Well, I try to put out great scents that are in high demand. Like I said, I'm a one man operation, so I can't do everything,
Yeah.
and I can't do anything. I'd rather not do anything quickly. I want to try it out on myself. I like the guinea pig myself. To be honest with you, the ingredients that I use work very well for me. So I try it on myself before I release it to the public. There are probably going to be another handful of scents that I'll probably do limited runs on.
Definitely showing you some love, man.
Man, I appreciate that, Javi.
Yeah, of course, brother.
It's just all about taking care of your beard and feeling good
Yeah.
about it. It's important that you grow your own beard, though.
Yeah.
You see somebody with a big ass beard, and you're just like, man, I want that beard. But you might not be able to grow that beard. You don't have that person's genes. You don't know what they had to go through to get there. So just grow your own.
Yep.
You know, find out what works for you and just do that
Yep.
and keep on that.
Yep. I actually
Man, I would look. Bro, I would look like a certified king with that beard. But I had to realize I had to bring myself back down to earth and say, look, this is what you're working with. Just embrace what you have, keep what you have, and just rock it how you rock it.
Yep, exactly.
As
Yeah, yeah,
long as you feel good about it.
yep. That's what we need to learn how to work with, man. Just do what you do, rock what you got. What do you do for fun?
Uh, I don't really have a whole lot of time for fun. To be honest with you, fun to me is reaching people in some kind of way. I drive a bus for a living, so I have fun at work. I come home and I make beard products. That's fun to me. I spend time with my wife and we go out and we people watch and we laugh and joke around and we do stuff like that. I just don't have a whole lot of time. I try to embrace my everyday life and I try to get as much as I can out of it. So, when people like you ask me, what do you do for fun? I just live. I just
Man, love
that
that, dude.
there's not much I can do right now. I mean, I got a lot going on right now. So the
Yeah.
vacations and the road trips, they're kind of on the back burner right now.
What is your favorite quote? Like a quote that either you love or you just like to, kind of look at every single time, or like to tell other people, hey, this is the quote that you live by.
Uh, wow. I mean, I'm a big fan of a lot of different quotes, man, and a lot of different people. I don't know if I have a favorite. Um, there's kind of one that I kind of coined myself, and I don't want to sound egotistical
Hey,
or
brother. Hey, if it's you, that's you, man. Hey, that's you. This is our moment, man. This is us.
it's love hard, dream big, beard always.
Damn.
I mean,
There you go.
it says a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
and it encompasses a lot, including the beard game.
Yeah.
So, but love hard, man. Don't be ashamed to pour your whole self into something and go for it. Dream big, man. Go for it. Whatever it is, just the worst you can do is fail.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be sitting there thinking maybe I should have tried. And that's nothing. I never sit there and regret not trying.
Yeah.
And beard always, man. That's
Man.
it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Do you mind if I share a quote for this thing here?
Go ahead, do your
So,
thing.
so I like how Tom Hardy grows his beard out. Man, he has a couple films that he has a great beard. Something that I just quoted recently was Tom Hardy. He says, "I was raised to treat the janitor with the same respect as the CEO." Tom
Hell
Hardy.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's pretty cool. So that's my and that's I copied you on that one for my side beer Saturday
Awesome.
for VV, which
Yeah.
so like what, I saw your BV quote and I wanted, like, what, let me do that, and I put that for my Saturday
Yeah.
on there, man. So thanks so much for inspiring me for my
No
Saturday.
doubt.
Once I get permission from the brothers, I can be able to share information on the channel here.
Yeah.
More about that then. Um, once I get the blessings on that. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man. So just finishing up on here, man. Thank you so much, brother, for everything. I'm gonna give you the last minute just to see, kind of just talk a little bit again, summary of everything for you and Big Justice, man. So last minute is all you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Cedric from Beard Justice. I could really care less if you buy anything. I just want you to know that the health of yourself and the health of your beard is more important than the look of it. Um, sure, I do sell cologne inspired beard products, but it's not all about that. It's all about coming together as a bearded community, loving each other, giving to people that don't have as much as you do, and appreciating everybody. Um, there's a lot of things going on in this world that we don't even want to talk about right now, and that is disheartening. So just love yourself, love everybody that you can, and just live a little. That's all you need to do is just live a little, and occasionally buy some beer products if you got the money.
Yeah.
But besides that, love everybody, man. Love what you do. Love
Yeah.
how you live. That's all I got, Javi. That might have sounded corny, but
Oh man. Hey, it's all good,
unscripted.
brother. And I better see you next August, man. You know why.
Bruh, you know I'm going. I couldn't make LA, but I'm gonna be in the shy, bruh.
All right,
I
man.
already.
All right, cool. All right, man. All right, hermanos. Well, this is said. This is Beer Justice. We're signing off here. Thank you guys so much, and y'all have a great rest of your day.